Hey runners, how's it going? Here we are, just 7 weeks to go before my Boston qualifier marathon attempt. Last week we had a long run that was 16 miles, and that went off really well for me. And I'm pretty excited. This week is, since we're doing this shorter long run Galloway type training. This Saturday's long run for me will probably be around 12 miles at an easy pace. And then we'll kick it back up to 18 the following week. So far I'm happy with how my training's going. My average heart rate is down pretty much to where it was about a year ago before I had my heart attack problems. I think I'm ready for the final push with all the long runs coming up. So what I want to talk about today was, in the past, I've generally done this marathon training on my own. So I just figure out a route and go out and do those 18 milers by myself. And this year I'm doing it a little bit different. My local running club has a marathon training group, and I joined that group so that now for my long runs, they've got a route. They have some aid stations out there for us, and I have a group of friends to do my long runs. So I wanted to go over the maybe 3 or 4 benefits of doing your marathon training with a group. And I think the first main reason is there's a lot more motivation to go out and do that long run on a consistent basis when you're scheduled to do it with a group of peers. So you have that peer group pressure helping you along to show up, strap those shoes on, and get out there, even if the weather isn't very good or you're not really feeling it that morning. So number one, I really enjoy the motivation I get looking forward to that Saturday long run with the running group. The second thing is it's helpful for my pacing to run in this group. I run with 3 or 4 friends who we're all using pretty much the same training pace. It's not a marathon pace. It's slower than that on these long runs. And we're all pretty even on that pace. And that really helps, because when you go out to do a long run, you might feel better at times. You might feel worse at times. There can be hills. There can be a variety of things going on. But being there with a group of other people basically running the same pace, it just helps to pull you along when you're feeling a little bit down or a little bit slow. And even if you feel like you need a little break, sometimes I might have to take a quick walk break, but after I take that quick walk break, I can just catch right back up to the group and continue on and stay within that average pacing range that we want to accomplish for that long run. So the pacing part is, I think, really great as being part of a training group like that. And as I mentioned before, with our club training plan, they have aid stations set out along the route, only just a couple, but they're very helpful. And the local cross-country teams, these high school kids, do this, which is just fantastic. So it's really fun to be going 6 or 7 miles, come around a corner, and then there's a table with drinks and a bunch of high school kids there chatting it up. And this kind of helps with your fueling program, where on these long runs, it's important to practice your fueling for race day. And having a couple aid stations there makes it a little more realistic, rather than just out there on your own running 18 miles and just taking stuff in on the run. So it's great to have those little aid stations, and it's just a chance to stop and chat with everyone and then take off again to complete the run. And then the last thing I'll bring up is goes with the whole thing is just that support. Because invariably, near the end of the run, either myself or one or two other people in the group kind of won't be feeling it, and it's starting to be a little struggle just to get the last couple miles in and finish this thing off. And having the support of your friends there at the tail end of that run to get you up that last hill, to get you that last mile to the finish is so helpful. When you're by yourself, you could say it's good training to toughen up, to get her done sort of thing, but having that extra support is very helpful. And I really appreciate the people I run with and the support they provide to finish these long runs. And of course, I guess there is one more advantage is you get to celebrate completing that long run right away with real people standing next to you rather than just posting your long run on Strava and a few people might look at it or might not because no one really cares. But there in the moment, it's great to celebrate what you just accomplished and as a group, what you all accomplished. And that beats social media any day. So that's just a few of the benefits I see from running in a training group for your marathon training, especially on those long runs. If you have the opportunity to join a group like that in your area, I highly recommend it. It's well worth it. It's a lot of fun. And I think it'll make your marathon training go much quicker. That's it for this week, and I'll see you next week.